Welcome to the Premier League Show podcast special.
Welcome to Premier League today as we come to the end of a spectacular match week 30. There is a tendency for it to be a bit doom and gloom with the rise of populism, the rise of nationalism, all these kind of things. But actually there are solutions in place, and to have those two panellists, human rights, former president of Colombia, I mean, come on, this is absolutely superb.
Welcome to the Aviva Stadium here in Dublin for the start of Ireland's World Cup warm-up matches for an opponent they know very well from the Six Nations, Italy. Now, the tournament in Japan is only around the corner, so many of the players on the field today are going to be trying to impress Joe Smits to even stand a chance of making that 31-man squad. Now, I'm not an Olympian, but 4 years ago, I set a world record for swimming across the deepest stretch of water in the world, Challenger Deep, out in the Pacific Ocean. How are you doing? Welcome, and thanks for joining us. And I tell you what, that New Zealand versus Ireland scoreline is definitely a scoreline that reverberated across the sporting world. And I'm also glad to be joined by two former Ireland internationals, Peter Stringer, Luke Fitzgerald. Good to see you. Jean Raby, this has been a long time coming. Really good to meet you finally. I'm really interested in what's looking to be quite a thought-provoking session, and let's talk about this summit that's going to be happening, because it's quite an ambitious undertaking, 70 different speakers. What were you hoping to achieve? Some people are trying to set a cheeky little personal best, some people are naturally raising money for charity, and some people are getting ready for that big international marathon, which is going to be happening in Birmingham later on. Nowadays, Eastern Europeans are at the forefront of Britain's immigration debate, but in the 1950s and 60s, it was the Afro-Caribbean and Asian communities. They faced discrimination and open hostility, not just from their neighbours, but from the authorities as well. Welcome back to Part Live, brought to you by British Airways, and congratulations to Australia as well. Okay, now a lady that needs no introduction from me. She has won silver medal in the World Championships, and she is now an Olympic gold medalist for the female boxing. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Nicola Adams! For our final film tonight, we are at the Hawthorns, home of West Bromwich Albion. And tomorrow, they'll be holding part of the funeral of one of their greatest players ever, Cyril Regis.
What happens in the everyday world, as we're seeing, directly affects what happens in the financial world. But for us to talk outside our circles of trust, so we can learn from other people's perspectives, that's what I want today to achieve. And hopefully, if it's a success, we can do another one.